Hi, everybody again. And Shavan, Sabine, Anamika, you can also unmute your speakers.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
So we are going to talk today about all the different types of students and academic support that our student support team offers on our journey at Lancaster, on a student journey at Lancaster University Leipzig. We had a few sessions on exploring different degree programs and student life here at Lancaster University Leipzig earlier, and we're also happy to share these recordings, and we are going to share this session recording with all those who signed in for it. Well, Lancaster University Leipzig is the official branch campus of Lancaster University, and we offer here in Germany the same degree that students get in the UK. And our students have this marvelous combination of living in one of the most central German cities, so German lifestyle, German job opportunities, always fun, with quality education from the UK. Yeah, well, let's maybe start, Sabine, with you, because all our students, and I see from our attendees today that actually most of them, if not all of them, are our actual offer holders. So, and what can they expect from our welcome week?
So, hello, everyone. First of all, can we just please introduce ourselves so you know who you're talking to today? So my name is Sabine. I'm the Senior Manager of the Academic and Student Services here at Leipzig. And I actually had a similar student journey to what you will experience. So I'm originally from Germany, but I left Germany to study in the UK to get the British experience. And and then I just returned this year after a long time. So definitely loads of experience in the UK and in Germany, which will benefit you when you come here. And let me introduce you to the team. So we have Anamika here as well. Anamika, just say a few words, please.
Hi, so I'm originally from India and I came to Germany in 2019 as a student. So similar experiences, I'm sure, the same questions that you have. Will I be able to make friends? Will I be able to settle down in Germany? How will my experience be? So I've had similar questions, similar experiences, and I'm working in student services, academic and student services. So I'm the go-to person for all these questions that you might have in the future, and I'll try my best to answer them. And so that's all from my side. And next, Siobhan.
Hi, so I'm Siobhan. So me and Anamika both work in the same position as academic student services officers. So we're sharing these kind of roles where I'm focusing a lot on the fun side and events as well, but also here for all the students. Whenever you need anything, we're here as your kind of go-to people with any questions, especially about settling into Germany. I think we're all in this position where I was also somebody that have come from the UK and studied here in Leipzig first many years ago. So yes, we're here and we understand the whole procedure of moving and settling in, and always happy to help, basically. Okay, I'll pass you back to Sabina.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and as you know, you're very international, joining in from different countries of the world, and you're going to be welcome here as well, because we're all very international on campus and in Leipzig itself. So Leipzig is one of the most international places in Germany. 20% of all our inhabitants here are international, and it's a massive student city. And to tell you a bit more of what kind of impact it will have on your experience and how we come in to help, I hand you over to Anamika.
Thank you, Sabine. Would you be sharing the screen, please? Okay, it's just going to give students a little bit of an overview of. Okay, is the screen, everybody can see the screen? Yeah. Great. So as you can see, we have students from more than 50 countries, which is very international. It's an international campus, not just students, also the staff members are international. We come from different parts of the world. We speak more than one language. We have multiple passports. So moving in and out of the country sometimes is easy. The top 5 regions globally that we have on campus right now are from Europe, South Asia, Middle East, North Africa, Latin America, and Eastern South Africa. The 2 pictures that you can see on the slide here are from our student reps, and we have a very active student body. So we take the student voice very seriously. We make sure the student representatives listen to what the students have to say, what they want, how they want their clubs to function, if they want a book exchange program to happen. You know, students, apart from studies, we also have a lot of other demands from students. So the student reps always look into those concerns. We have an extensive interview process where we choose the best, we select the best students. There's also an incentive, of course, for the students who want to be student reps or student ambassadors. So in my role as an academic officer, what I do is I look at the student body, look at the student concerns, their attendance, if their attendance is dropping, if they are not too interested in one particular course, how we can help them, if we can provide a link with the link tutor or the module lead, and see how we best help to get the interest back in a subject. So the academic tutors and module leads are connected to the industry. They have a strong network of their own, which helps the students also to create a base in Leipzig, get internships, or network better. More than that, we have 3 courses for the Web Foundation, undergraduate, masters. We look at the foundation students, their interests, prepare them for the undergraduate level. So it's a mix of students from foundation and undergraduate. We make sure the students are working closely with the tutors and link tutors so that their personal concerns are addressed. We offer personal feedback. If we see an attendance is dropping, we make sure we speak to the student confidentially. We look at their concerns, give our best helping hand to them. So academic and student services is very active, and we work very closely with the students. And Siobhan is also in the similar role where she works personally with the students to always not focus on academics. We make sure we just don't focus on studies, because sometimes it might be a little boring. So Siobhan is going to talk more about the clubs that we're opening, or the end of party that we had. So
can I drop with a...
Sabina, you could go to the next slide for me.
I can Elvira wanted to say something.
Yeah,
sorry.
So before we jump to the next slide, actually, Anamika, can you please a bit more elaborate on the part of academic tutors? What is it exactly?
Yeah, thank you, Elvira. So for every module, we have an academic lead. We have an academic lead who works with the tutor and also with the students. So we sometimes also provide individual attention to these students. And since we have a small cohort, it's always easy to understand if a student is lagging behind. So we call them personally and talk to them. So the academic lead is always consistent with their progress and their performance. So we are providing feedback. If the student is not performing well enough, or is sometimes we see that there is a drop in their performance, we speak to them personally and provide them feedback. So that's...
Yeah. So Anamika is saying we have a all wrap-around care for everyone available. So you as a student, you will be allocated at the start of the academic year to an academic tutor. And this tutor is going to be with you for the whole journey of your academic achievements here at Lancaster University Leipzig. So you have one academic tutor who knows you from the start up to graduation, and this tutor is providing you with feedback, helping you to achieve the next steps, looking for, because as Anamika said, they're quite well connected in the industry, where you want to go, what kind of options are open for you, and the tutor is guiding you through the whole process, academically, but also in the sense of career orientation. and you have this one contact, and everyone is supposed to meet with a tutor regularly throughout the year, but then also throughout the coming years, and discuss what else can we do, what else can you do. So students in year one might want to know what kind of options are available for year two. Students in year two are more interested, oh my goodness, what does a dissertation look like, or should I do an industry project? And the tutor can actually help you to make an informed decision about your next step. And you will have one particular one who's your contact person. However, everyone is open. So we have a very close-knit community here between students and staff. So you could approach anyone else as well, but you have a personally allocated academic tutor for your whole journey.
That's great. Thank you, Sabine. Thank you, Anamika. What we're actually trying to emphasize here, that our lecturers and our tutors, as well as colleagues from student support, are all really helpful, very approachable. So with any lifestyle and academic issues, you can approach us and we'll be there for you. Yeah, Shravan, would you like to continue?
Yeah, so if Sabina, you could go on to the next slide. I'll just show some pictures as well. So here we have recently we had our end of year party. So of course it's summer now, summer break for a little bit. We have a few weeks to get everything for next year sorted. But at the end of June, we had our end of year party. So it was a brilliant event up on the roof terrace here on campus. And this was actually organized by the student ambassadors. So they were also in touch with the other students and they got feedback, but everything was their idea, how they planned it, what food we had and so on. And this is just like one example of one of the events that we have going on throughout the year. I mean, it's a great way for, well, to make this place and your experience your own, really. And not only that, as a student ambassador, there's a lot of benefits, not just for your CV, but we have incentives. So small events that we make and run, there will be sort of free things and little bonuses if you're interested in becoming perhaps an ambassador for us as well. But like I said, it's great for the CV, it's great for networking too, really, because we at the university here and on campus, we have a lot of nice connections to local businesses and so on. So there's definitely the space, if you're somebody that likes to be a part of these things and events and has ideas for us, then we can do it basically, as long as if you let us know. But of course, the whole process and procedure with applying or wanting to be a student ambassador will come once you're here, and we'll be very open about that if you do intend to apply. One of the other things what I'm specifically working on now too is setting up the calendar basically for next year. So it would be great to know kind of what our new students are also wanting to do whilst you're here. There's so much around Leipzig which you can get into in your free time, in the city, out the city, whether it's sport, music, art. There's a lot going on for young people because there's a lot of students here already, basically. We are quite a small university, but that's nice because it means that we can take the time and have the personal contact to you to figure out what clubs and societies you guys want to do. I mean, so far what's in the planning is with basketball. So we've got a professional basketball player. They're very keen to set this up for the next year. Also a baking club. I mean, generally these food eating events, I think, are a great way to bring us together. And chess, we've got a lot of fun things on campus too. So I can't wait for you guys to get here, and the welcome week is great for that, just to really showcase what we have here, and also then to start kind of piecing together what you would like to participate in as well. And it's really our kind of focus to make that happen and to sort of build our community together with you. But for that, we obviously need your input. We also have, I'd like to say as well, which I think will help massively with the settling in process. So we have German courses available. We have a beginner class. Obviously, some of you may speak German already, some of you may be German and some not, but that's quite a daunting thing, I think, to come here and suddenly there are situations, especially in shops and so on, when you're not on campus, where you will have to switch to German or will want to. So we have a beginner German class, which you can participate in, but we also have set up a nice connection to a local language school, Sprachschule Paroli, and they offer a more advanced course throughout the year, which just thinking forward is brilliant, because when it comes to work experience opportunities, things like this, if you're just feeling that bit more confident with your German language, there's lots of possibilities for you to join in. Yeah, so kind of working on a lot of things, but of course the student ambassadors are a really nice way for us to hear your voices and make that connection, and I'm kind of just looking forward to building on that as the year starts coming October, because yes, lots of exciting things going on and events coming up. So but I think that's it for now, unless we can answer questions maybe about it later.
Well, our current participants and viewers of this video can also reach out to our current ambassadors at the moment, because we have this speak to our student function on the website, and you can ask the questions, whatever you would like to know more about students' lifestyle in Leipzig, because we are like staff here for you to help you with the admission, enrollment, and academic progression, but students are there to just advise you and to give some tips about lifestyle and their personal feedback. Yeah, so as Siobhan mentioned, the Welcome Week, and that we are so all excited to seeing you soon. Sabine, can you maybe just drop a couple of phrases, words about Welcome Week, what to expect, you know, what kind of cultural transition can we offer for the students, what kind of help when they come all from different cultures here?
Thank you, Avira. So Welcome Week will be your first foot setting on campus, and it's going to be exciting, might be a bit daunting as well, but it's definitely thrilling. So you're not the only one. So there are other people from all around the world coming to Leipzig and setting foot on the campus during Welcome Week, and to make sure you are in the right place, you feel comfortable, we set up various events for the week, throughout the week. So Welcome Week starts on the 4th of October. Just need to point this out because on Monday the 3rd is a public holiday in Germany. So we start on Tuesday, the 4th of October, and it's not just a registration. You can also meet and greet our academic staff, our student support services. We have on Thursday local businesses here. So we have a smoothie bike where you can get on a bike with a mixer in front and make your own smoothies. We have a brain food bar, so you can imagine nuts, blueberries, different kind of vegetables and fruit, which help students to learn and to study properly. We have a few local businesses as well. They're offering their services to students. And but most importantly, we have loads of activities for you to get to know the city, to get to know your fellow students, and just making yourself a home on campus. So if I can take it away from Siobhan, but of course Siobhan is working on a big pub quiz on campus. We also will have our games room ready. So we have a Nintendo, I can't remember which one, an Xbox, and loads of board games as well. So we will have a quite nice gaming night on one of the days, and obviously a big welcome party for you as well at the end of the week. So it will be a nice get to know everyone, get to know the city and settle. And because Elvira mentioned cultural transition, so German culture might be completely different from what you know. So we want to make sure that you really ease into your new life in Germany. So we have a short session, about 2 hours, about culture and cultural transition in Germany, which sets you up to the right thing. Germans are very direct. Might need some time to warm up to, but you can get answers out of them anytime. So this is something to keep in mind. But we will make sure that you also have the opportunity to learn some phrases, make friends, and definitely see the city as well. So this is Welcome Week for you. So very exciting. And then on the 10th of October, we start with the lectures and seminars. And yeah, you're studying and your whole journey with us. And as Anamika said, this is all supported, so there's a safety net around this. And if you have any questions, we are the student services team all located on the first floor. You can come anytime to ask questions. There's also people available to talk or just sit. And I know what Siobhan is planning. She likes coffee very much. So she's a British person who doesn't like tea, and I'm still not over it. But there will be regular coffee catch-ups where you can meet with Siobhan or another member of the team just to have a casual chat, discover the city as well. And there are even more events in planning. And yeah, Siobhan, you know what's coming up. But there's everything from a beach volleyball competition to what else did we say? Geocaching, going around the city to know a bit more, exploring new places. So it's going to be really a fun time ahead.
Yeah, I think as well what we're trying to achieve going forward too, especially there's so many great, interesting cultural events that happen throughout Leipzig throughout the year. So of course we'll also make sure that we're well connected to these events, even if it's not directly from us. But there's an international documentary film festival in October, or there's the book fair in March, which is one of the biggest, I don't know, in Europe, Germany for sure. But there's lots of things that often happen, which we really hope to connect our students to, just so you really get the most out of this city, because yeah, there's always something going on if you want to do it. And if not, that's also, so yeah, that's why, we're here to connect those dots and to answer any questions basically, and to see what's possible, for all of you.
Well, I want to add here that it sounds really, really exciting, everything. So great plans you are arranging there for the students, for our current and future students. We actually receive questions regarding some bureaucratic support quite regularly. And of course, I would like once again to confirm that all questions regarding residence permit, regarding opening a bank account, and local phone numbers, local phone contracts, and finding an English speaking if you need house doctor, a therapist, that we all, with all these questions, we are going to support you, right? Okay, so
may I come in on this as well? So we have another member of our team who couldn't join the call today, who is Valentina, and Valentina is a compliance officer, and she is actually working with all the offices, the foreign offices, the city registration, and she will definitely help you through the whole process and documentation. So she knows her way around those. And yes, there's a bureaucratic process, but it isn't difficult. So Anamika can speak from her own experience settling into Germany. It's all feasible. You just need to know where to go, and we definitely help with it.
So we got the confirmation. Well, there is one thing that I don't think it's of course, the most attractive, but definitely one of the most attractive perspectives that we offer our students here at Lancaster University Leipzig is the opportunity to study in the UK the entire second year. And I would ask Sabine maybe to speak up more about it. Yeah. Sabine, you need to unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see my shared screen? Oh, yeah. Brilliant. So yeah, study abroad. It is a very exciting opportunity, actually, like an inbuilt study abroad year for you within your program. So you have the opportunity to spend year 2 of your studies at our campus in northwest of England, the city of Lancaster, Lancaster University in Belrick. So you can have the British experience as well as the German living experience all in one degree program. So this is, we want you to get here, and now we're sending you away in year 2. But this is what our students are about. They're very much global citizens. So study abroad, because we have the same program as our main campus in the UK, it's just an easy swap. You're just going over there for a year, your credit points acknowledged, and you're joining us back here in year 3 for your final year of undergraduate study. So there is no issues regarding credit points and what modules should I take and so on. It is actually identical what you would study in Leipzig, so very much easy. The only difference is Belrijk is not a city center campus as Leipzig is. So we are so lucky to be actually located in the pedestrian area of Leipzig. So the buzzing, vibrant city is just really in front of our doorstep. So when you go out, you have your restaurants, your cafes, your high street, buskers, you have actually all the life in front of your footstep. Where you go to the UK, it is a bit of a different experience. So the main campus is very big. It has 18,000 university students, and everything is in one area. So basically, your student accommodation is right next to your lecture hall, and they have restaurants on campus and cafes, your sport hall. So you basically don't need to leave this. And it's next to a very picturesque British town, which is it's just great to be around. So yes, you can spend year 2 abroad, and many of our students do as well. And Giovanni just got back to me with this quote. So to anyone wondering if they want to take up on this opportunity, if you have the means, do it. I do 100% recommend it. The living expenses in the UK are definitely higher than in Leipzig, but I think the experience I'm getting here is definitely worth it. Not to mention the extra module choices given. So it is a completely different student experience, but as Giovanni said, it is brilliant. It adds to your CV as well. You can expand your network because you're meeting people from all over the world in the UK as well, and you're still part of the Lancaster family. So if anyone is interested, it is a competitive process. So students need to achieve a 2-1 overall in their first year of studies. So it's about 60-65% of the overall mark out of 100. And the attendance need to be high attendance. I know that you might miss one lecture or so on due to illness. It is absolutely fine. But we want students to go to the UK, be sure that they also make the most of the experience and engage with lectures, seminars, and the academic development. So it is a fun experience, and I can just talk about personal experience. I spent a year in the UK, and it took me 15 years to return to Germany, so it's definitely worth it to just, yeah, to get to know different cultures, meet different people, and you have the opportunity here that it doesn't add another year to your studies like at different universities, so it's integrated. So it's a brilliant opportunity, and if you can definitely do it. And while you're here on campus in Leipzig, we can definitely connect you to other students who have been out at the main campus in the UK and come back, so you can have the best of their shared experience, knowledge, and expertise.
One more very important thing Sabine forgot to mention. I'm going to do that. You are going to pay the exact same fee, exact same academic tuition fee in the UK when you spend your second year there as you would pay in Germany. So that's very attractive for the students. But you know, I've recently had some feedback from our students, those the first years who actually applied to study for the second year there in the UK, and some of them actually get this opportunity, but they decided to stay in Leipzig because it's so fun and it's so nice here. So it's totally your choice. We, of course, will assess your performance throughout the year, but then in the end, it's your choice to go there or not, because it's the same best quality education there and here. It's just, yeah, different lifestyle. All right, we are very happy to answer any other questions that you might have. Please feel free to ask in the chat or question and answers section here. So if you, Siobhan, Anamika, if you would like to add anything to our today's presentation, go ahead. Yeah, Siobhan, anything? No.
No, not really.
I thought you were raising the hand.
No. I was also going to say I was going to check about the academic fees, that there's no difference because obviously, yes, not being in the EU and things like this, but no, I think that's just the important thing to mention, that there's no change in that, but then you said it. So apart from that, unless anyone's got any questions.
Guys, have you considered going to the UK as well in your year 2? Has anyone considered it yet? Was this too far ahead?
We have a question here.
Yep.
For information about bank or phone numbers, who can we contact?
Any of us, really, but me and Anamika will be here, available via email, via telephone, and on campus a lot throughout the day. So if you get anything, I mean, there will all be all this information when you first arrive as well. There's a handbook, there are guides, there are things to explain, just where to go, etc. But we are here with any question. If you have a letter you don't quite understand, if you're not quite sure where to make an appointment, which bank to go to, we can help. Me, Anamika, or Sabina, we're all there for that, for those reasons. Yes.
And it's okay to have questions. And I think we all had questions when we first arrived in a different country. This is normal, especially, as Siobhan said, food-related events. So where to eat, where to find Asian supermarkets, where to find fresh supermarkets, and then we need to go back to the local knowledge, and this is what Elvira shared with me. There's actually the market with fresh fruit, vegetable, fish, just about 4 minutes from campus. So, and it's even cheaper to buy on the market than going into a supermarket. So it's just a brilliant location here as well.
I think just small things too. For example, as from the UK, it's not normally on a Sunday. Supermarkets will still be open, if not a little bit shorter maybe, but here in Germany, for example, there are not typically supermarkets open on a Sunday, but there are in the main train stations. So just if you're ever a bit stuck, we've all been there. We all know where to go. We all know if you need an emergency chemist, at night time or anything, we're always happy to help, basically. And if we don't know it, then we'll figure it out together. So.
That's nice, so reassuring. One more question. Does the university in Leipzig have any sports facilities?
No, we don't. On campus, we do not. We do have a ping pong table. We will be getting a football table, kicker kind of table. But this is part of the task right now of finding places where, for example, the basketball court, we're sort of trying to find out our own space that we can rent and we can be a part of. There is sports facilities in the base camp, believe so. If you're going to be living in the base camp, there are sports facilities that you can use there. However, that's quite a mission of mine right now, to create these groups and networks that we can use, spaces and areas in and around Leipzig as well. There's also part of the Leipzig University, they offer a lot of sports courses, not just for their students, but also for other students, get a second priority, and then general public. But for that, you have to register separately, and it's a bit of a different process. So there are options to participate in different sports groups. There's also many gyms around, but if you're at base camp, there's a gym, and we're working on the sports clubs for our students. It's again about what people are interested in. Right now, basketball seems to be the main one. But of course, if there's more interest for things like football, or another example, we'll be running a yoga course at the campus, where the health insurance provider will be coming in to facilitate that for us, for the staff and students. So we're trying to be very connected to what we can use and what's available around us. Leipzig's a great place for outdoor sports. It's great for biking, for the lakes, swimming, especially in the warmer months, obviously, outdoor pools, indoor pools. So if there's anything specific sport-wise that you want to do, let us know and we'll try and facilitate it. Because just unfortunately, we don't have any direct kind of access to that on campus per se. Yeah.
Can I just add to it, because we have the warmer summer months at the moment, and we are actually in the Lake District of Saxony, and pardon me. So within 16 minutes on the fast train or RB train I take every day, 16 minutes you're on the lake, and this is one of the best lakes in Germany, highest water quality. So we have been snorkeling there. You can go diving. You can do all sorts of water sports. Stand-up paddling is very popular at the moment. You can do sailing, and it's really just a stone's throw away. It's like 16 minutes, and you get a travel card from the university, so your travel pass, which is not just for Leipzig, but also the wider region. So we can send you through where you can use it, and you can use a train in that region. With your student travel card, you can use the trams, the buses, and public transport. So it's really easy to just get out to the lakes, and there's a canoe club next to my house. You can just be active, so it's a really nice location.
Yeah, someone asked if there's kayaking. There's lots of there's lots of different canals and waterways as well. So there's a bit out on the lakes, and then more in the centre around the parks are rivers and canals, and there are small groups for canoeing, kayaking, paddleboarding and all that stuff, which again is a really nice way to explore the city actually via the canals, because you get to see a few different parts, and each part around the city has its own vibe a little bit. So it's quite a good way to explore and find out the places you like for yourself as well.
And just to put this there, so there are loads of canals in the city, and actually Leipzig has more bridges than Venice, but there are also different lakes, I think 9 different lakes just surrounding Leipzig. So there's the various water activities available.
Thank you. So we have one more question here. For train cards, will the university supply one, or we will have to buy it at our own? So the university will charge you for the annual student's card, which you can use on public transportation and also local trains. And this will be arranged via the university. So I see we have some comments there. Some students are into kayaking, another student is into, sorry, Sabine, it's you, not a student, stand-up paddling. Yeah, so I can only confirm that on the channels, on the rivers here and on the lakes, we do have the offer of kayaking, stand-up paddling, and also windsurfing is on one lake available. Leipzig once also applied to host the Summer Olympic Games, and a very nice rafting club was arranged at one of the lakes, so you can also train surfing there. But those who do the surfing, it's not like real surfing there, but anyway, it's still lots of activities are available, and they are very close. So that's one of the also interesting things about Leipzig, that just within, in Sabine's case, it's 16 minutes, but usually it's like half an hour and you are already outside of the city in one of the lakes or in the forest, and you can also reach by bike anywhere. Very convenient to commute here. Do we have any other questions from the students? I do not see that at the moment. And spending summer in Leipzig is also very enjoyable, because we have one festival after another. We have hip hop festival, rock festival, then classic music festival here. It's some of our students, they found internships, they found jobs for the summer, and they decided to spend a few months here and not go back to their home countries. And I'm sure they will enjoy summer in Leipzig.
Absolutely. And what struck me after coming back from the UK is actually the bike lanes in the city. So there are proper bike lanes. So if you're into cycling or just want to get fit, there's loads of safe ways to get around the city. So you have proper bike lanes. You don't have to be on the street. You can get anywhere on your bike. And when I met people from Leipzig, they said everything is 15 minutes away, anywhere you want to go. So I'm not sure, Elvira, this is true. You live here.
Quite true. Yeah, quite true. Yeah. Well, depends on the distance. I wouldn't bike for 45 minutes, but some people do still. But biking is definitely the most convenient way of commuting in Leipzig. But if you decide for the base camp as your main accommodation place, then of course it's easy to walk from there, which is a bit longer than, or you just take the tram.
And I would say as well, there's many affordable ways to use and have a bike whilst you're here. Even if there's always regular markets or on local eBay and so on, where you can get a cheap bike for as less as 50 euros if you just wanted to buy one. But there's also companies where you can rent a bike per month, which is about 20 euros, which are very nice, comfortable bikes. And that's also a good option because then if it breaks, if it gets stolen, they fix it, they replace it, which is great. And there's a Next Bike service, which again is a bit more of an immediate one if you didn't actually want to own a bike, but use a bike. There's all these bikes all around the city, a bit like in London, that you can just hop on and use. So even in that sense, it's an affordable way. You don't have to bring a bike or buy an expensive one or anything like that. It's very easy to maintain, I think, yeah.
Thank you very much. So I see we don't have any more questions coming up, and I would then wrap up our today's session. We were very happy to see you today, and thank you, my dear colleagues, for attending this session and sharing your experience and reassuring the students that they will be in good hands here at Lancaster University Leipzig. Well, then have a nice afternoon, have a nice day wherever you are joining us from. Yeah.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
For joining.
See you soon.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.